Okay, listing the front driver's side fender here. This one's in okay shape. It's not perfect, but it's not the worst I've seen either. Part of the reason I list these, especially this one, and not scrap it, a couple reasons. One, it's straight, and straight fenders are extremely hard to find, extremely hard. Like, there's not a ding on this thing. Now, with that said, there is a little bubbling here. I haven't, when I pull these off later, if they're still available, somebody hasn't bought them yet, I will tap on this and see what the extent of this is. It feels like it's about here to about there, so about that big, and it does feel like, let's see, you know what, it's not all the way through, so it's probably just a surface. So a good body guy should be able to put some filler in that and not have to worry about, you know, re-welding a piece. And then the other place is here, and again, the extent of it is about there to about there, so we got about 4 inches maybe, and it's right on that corner. Let me see on this side here. Again, it's yeah, it's not all the way, well, maybe a little bit starting to come through, but it's definitely in a position where it's salvageable. You can see me pushing on it from the other side there, so it's definitely a weak spot. And when I remove this fender flare, it might be actually worse than that. I will include that fender flare with this fender. I normally don't include them, but I will adjust them for price, for shape, and then I'll include that flare. And that flare's in good shape. There's no cracks on it. There's a couple scuffs up here on it, and then that marker light's broken. So you'll get that, but it's no good, I don't think. Other than that, that's it. That's the only thing I'm including in this one. It's a green, forest green, and it definitely has been sun heated at the top. The paint, the clear coat is gone on the top of it, still the green underneath. Otherwise, that fender's in great shape. Like I said, the front nose, which is the hardest part, I think, to keep clean, straight wise, not damaged, is nice on that one, super nice. So I usually get 170 out of a fender, obviously like a really nice fender, because the dealership charges out the butt for them. But you can buy aftermarket ones. I usually tell people a little bit of hesitation on them, due to the fact they don't align perfectly. You just have to re-drill holes on them. But if you don't mind doing that, they're in good shape. It's hard to see the inner fender here, but just looking at it here and before I remove everything, it looks really good. There's no rust on the inner side of it. So if there's something in this engine compartment you see that you need, I will be listing this stuff. But if you can't wait, you can always call me for a price. This motor is actually a recent rebuild. It's got a little over 18,000 miles on the motor, transmission and transfer case. So I've driven this down the highway. It's got a ton of compression. You can tell it pulls right up. We're at 5,000 feet here, and I was driving it up I-70 up in the mountains. We go up, there's a hill that's about 7,500 feet, and it pulled right up in fifth gear, excuse me, which is impressive. Normally you're having to pull those down a gear to get them up it. So anyway, I'll list that stuff later. But that's, again, driver's side front fender with the flare. That's all you get. I'll include your hook. Basically, I'll include the assembly on it. Normally I strip these out pretty tight, but I always say what I'm going to include, and that's what you'll get. So what you see is what you get. 720-987-8772. And yeah, let me know if you have any other questions.